Hello, Blitz fans of all ages, it's me, Plumcastle here, showing you guys the king of Uprising, the Cromwell B. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play 2 live games, and then I'll do a third replay, which will show the tank both in a random scenario and in one that I've specially selected. So let's jump right into the first live game as I talk about how the tank performs. So, to those who don't know, the Cromwell B is a very fast medium tank from the British, well, it's not a tech tree, but it's a premium. But basically what you can do with it is move around really quick, shoot really quick, you've got good accuracy, you've also got some nice damage per minute, and of course, as you will see in a moment, we have 13 degrees of gun depression, which, as you can see, hopefully through some of these replays, these live games, that it is actually very, very OP. I mean, 13 degrees is like the second highest in the game. I think there's 2 other tanks that have a higher gun depression at like 15, but still 13 is way plenty. Now you can technically do this kind of stuff or play the actual Cromwell in this game very effectively, but you still don't have anywhere near that gun depression. So here we go. First shot off. Now the nice thing about this tank is that you can see there it has the invisibility ability, and what that allows you to do is actually get out of some really tight situations where the enemy is all pushing on you or something. Now the one downside here is, as you can see, my face is pretty flat, and a KV2 could theoretically HE that, or someone else could just flat out penetrate it. But overall, it's okay, and it does definitely balance the tank out a little bit, making it so it's not too broken, I guess. I mean, it's still pretty strong, especially for a tier 6. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to back out of that position. Now, I know I can HE the Leopard, but I don't want to do it until I'm nice and out of his way. Okay, I do kind of goof up there. I'm going to focus the Breton Panther because I can. And also, I know that the Leopard's already going to shoot me, and I don't want the Breton Panther to kill me. There we go. I'm going to try to get an HE onto the Leopard. I'm probably going to die pretty early on is my thinking here. Now, you do have some armor on your sides, but it's not a ton. So you can see, got Chain Lightning 1, and let's go with Phantom because we do want to disappear pretty quick. Now, another cool thing about the Cromwell B is that when it does come into the store, it's usually fairly inexpensive. Like the last time I saw it, I think it was $5. So yeah, anywhere from like $5 to $10, this tank is pretty good. I got mine in like a 15,000 gold bundle with 4 other tanks, so I did technically pay more, but also I got more tanks for it. So anyway, enough of that. Let's actually get into some more gameplay. So we've got the SU-100Y, which I might be able to get a shot off onto if he pulls forward, which he did. We do bounce that one, unfortunately, but I'm going to try to help out with this Cryos here because I don't want their Cryos to kill my Cryos. I'm going to try to get the SU-100Y. Okay, that shot did hit, which is nice. So there's the Breton Panther. Okay, the Cryos is definitely focusing me, so I'm going to worry more about the SU-100Y for now. Okay, the Cryos there, the Leopard there. Leopard must have died at some point, so I'm going to try to get a shot off onto him. Nice. That added lightning really does help a lot of things. So here we go. I'm going to help my high score and just kind of farm out this Breton Panther, get another nice shot off on him. Okay, the Cryos has just exposed himself very nicely for me, and then I'm going to take him out. And then we've got the Breton Panther, which I don't have a shot at, so I'll shoot the Leopard instead. Now there's Cryos again. Is there 2 Cryos? Yeah, there was 2 Cryos. I couldn't believe how quickly he moved there after respawning. Can't quite get the... Ooh, no. I might be able to get him. Nice. Now, I'm sure he did not like that being sniped across the map like that, but you know what? We'll take it. So let's see. Already we're 1 kill up on them. Now, I do need to be careful. There's the Cryos again. Now, I'm just going to pull up. Okay, he did bounce me. Like I said, you do have a tiny fraction of armor. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this position. Like I said, just because I don't like that. I don't like them pushing on me super aggressively, so I can just pull back and kind of focus more on the Leopard as opposed to both of them at once, which is super helpful. So I'm not going to risk an HE, and I still miss somehow. So I'm going to try to get behind the Cryos. I don't care that the bloody trail of just making me die. He's going to kill me at any rate, so I might as well just try to get some damage out. And I somehow managed to kill him, though I'm pretty sure this leopard's going to kill me for the second time, which he did. So I'm going to go for, let's see, supernatural power. And you know what? Let's go with last gasp. I've been getting yellowed pretty heavily by that leopard, and I don't think double shot is really going to help me, particularly at the distance that I have been shooting. So I'm probably going to have to support the heavies a bit more. There is the cryos over there, which, of course, we do need to get those tanks out. They are just flat out OP. So the team might actually have this one. I'm going to try to get a snipe shot, but unfortunately they get it before I do. So I'm going to move over to kind of deal with this KV-2 and the SU-100Y, who just got ammo racked and fully dead. And I'm pretty sure the KV-2 might actually have a few lives here. So I'm going to use this amazing gun depression to just farm him out a little bit. He got blood trail by the SU-100Y. He's dead, leaving us with, well, that might be an AFK Churchill. If that is, I'm going to go farm him, because I know that Kryos is going to come over there. There we go, and a nice shot into him. And he's dead. So he was the one who was keeping all of his lives. Now let's try to keep our Kryos from dying from this Kryos by maybe not doing anything. So our SU-100Y just goes and commits suicide. Now this guy might show up in the same spot. Let's see. He did not. Okay, so he's playing this a little bit interestingly here. He decides to come in at the end of the game. Okay, so once we get behind him, I mean, it's already game over for him, and I'm just going to start farming him out some damage. Maybe we can get a nice ram. Not really, but we'll get another nice shot into him, and that finishes the first game, 7-0. That would basically be the equivalent of none of us dying, I guess. That's kind of funny. But anyway, on to the next game. 5,000 damage for this one. Pretty good. How many? We did get 6 kills, so not the most, but still, we did definitely do our part in getting some of those kills. And on to the second live game, and then lastly, we'll finish off with the replay that is honestly probably going to be the best game out of all of these. So, I have a few choices. I could try to go work with the heavies a little bit. Town is not where I'm too interested in, just given that I can't side scrape and I can't use my gun depression, so I'll probably go over to the left side of the map and use my gun depression there, seeing as how I do have so much of it. I mean, 13 degrees, that is insane, especially for a Cromwell and how it's basically good in every other aspect anyway. So here we are speeding into position with that little boost of invisibility that you get at the beginning of the game. And then we're going to go over to this hill. Now, obviously, I don't have enough gun depression to like totally clear this hill. Or maybe I do. So we'll get a nice shot off onto him. I'm sure he's probably pretty annoyed at that one. And if he decides to poke up again, we'll be ready for him. Now, there is the Biss over there. There is something Fury over there, so our AMX is kind of getting creamed. Now he's sitting still with his invisibility on, probably because he doesn't want them to think that he's still there. Baton Panther got a nice track into him. Fortunately, I think it was the Fury that got me. But no worries, we still got enough hit points to start working this. So we got this guy over here, which, oh, that actually did penetrate. There must have been lag or something. Get another nice shot onto him. I'm pretty sure that hit. Whether or not it penetrated, I couldn't tell you. But there we go. I mean, we are just sniping. If the mediums are not going to push on me, I'm going to start dealing with their tank destroyers in the back, which I'm sure the tank destroyers are probably not very happy about. Okay, now it's... Okay, this is time to... Okay, I initiated that a little bit too hastily. But I think we'll still be able to clear this guy out before he kills me. His teammates might push on me, which they did, but that's no problem because now we get Wolf Strike 2, the better of the two Wolf Strikes, of course. Now what that means is I'm going to be able to speed into them and just ruin their day, because basically what I've done is turned my nice little, already very powerful medium into basically just a super speeding heavy tank, which of course no one wants to get hit by. Imagine a mouse going at 60 or 70 kilometers per hour, how ridiculous that would be. Now we're going to shoot the Baton Panther. There's no sense in ramming him just yet. Don't want to lose hit points for no reason. We'll give him a nice little tap here, and that does clear him. Now there's that P-43 who rewinds. Now I'm actually going to go invisible, and we're going to back up a little bit. We need to get a little bit of a running start. And there you go. You can see this is just absolutely wrecking him. And we hopefully can get another shot. And I'm going to go down below his gun depression so that he's going to have to come down. And I'm probably going to die here by the Baton Panther. Yeah, we did. But no problem, because now we've got our last life where we get supernatural power and last gasp. So supernatural power 2 combined with the ramming 2, I mean, it's going to hit like a truck. And last gasp means I can technically do a pretty aggressive ram at some point. Now, that's the enemy. I did not see him there for a second. But now we're going to move over to... Let's see if we can get a shot on the Baton Panther from this angle. We're going to shoot there just in case. Now, we are losing on by 3 lives, it looks. So we're going to try to be a little bit more careful than we have been. It's the Baton Panther again. If he pokes, we might be able to get something into him. So it's 13-14. We're only down by 1 now. There's the Baton Panther. He makes a hasty decision to move up backwards like that, which not too great for him, but great for me. Now we've got the M... Okay, so I need to be careful here. I need to wait for team support before really just rushing. Not sure where that shot went. They got the Tiger P that is just still camping in their spawn. He might be AFK. No, he's not. But, I mean, if he's going to sit there, you know, might as well just farm him out a little bit. So hopefully we can get this second shot in. We did damage his ammo rack. So let's see if we can get one more shot. Maybe when he turns his tank like that. Yeah, that's just so cheeky, just getting shots off like that. Now there is the the SPG. There's one shot onto him. Let's put on adrenaline to hopefully get him before he turns around. There's a second shot. And APCR should be able to clear him. And okay, so that might have just bounced off of him. Let's see if we can get this one to hit. There we go. Blind shot. Very cool kill there. We've got the Tiger again camping over there. Honestly, we have not had the chance to ram too much, but I don't want to stay in this position much longer just because I know I am spotted up, and there's no reason to just throw my tank away for no reason. Now, the M6, they should totally push on him because I think what's left is mostly heavies. Who died? Oh, VK30 died. So, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so there is a guy here. So he doesn't know where I'm at. So I'm going to go for a Hail Mary YOLO here. Now I'm going to quickly back up. Okay, so I did take a shot. No biggie. I'm going to get a shot into his engine, slowing him down a little bit. And then I'm going to try to take out the Baton Panther single-handedly. It's going to be a little bit tough. Unless he's just going to sit there. In which case... Okay, we do need to back up because he did put his hunter's mark on me. A little bit of lag there. Not sure what's going on there, but I'm definitely out of here. Okay, so this guy's going to die. Now I'm going to die. Oh, I forgot I had that on. You know what? Ram me. Yeah, just get this game close to being ended because I know we're going to lose at this point, but at least he was taken out. But anyway, now let's move on to the replay, and then we can come back and look at how this game ended, or what happened to this game in the end. So let's go over to that. What? A thumbs down? Seriously, people? I have no idea, but who cares? It doesn't matter. Favorites, and to the Cromwell B on Desert Sands. Now, this one is, again, going to show some nice gun depression, your accuracy. I mean, everything just works greatly here. I don't remember how many kills I get, but it is a lot. So to begin with, I'm just going to hit that little arrow button. Let's skip past the boring spot. So instantly I come over to this position. And again, you can see that this is actually going to be a very good spot for gun depression. I mean, look, I barely peek over, and I theoretically, if there was an enemy there, he'd be getting shot by me. Now we're going to push aggressively here because, I mean... There was the Sherman, the Stritzwagen. I mean, it was super low tier, and I could just easily snipe them from a distance. And again, while you don't have the most penetration, I mean, you do have some. I mean, look at this. The accuracy, penetration, I mean, that was just such a nice shot to get off. And then, of course, your gun depression means that you're really never struggling in those positions. It is very hard to actually... max out gun depression and still need more. Like, seriously, if you need more gun depression, I think you're probably not in a terribly great spot. But you can see that Stritzwagen did rewind, but all that does is give me a chance to get more damage. Now, I do leave him on 4, which means I do need to shoot him yet again, but that's no biggie because now I'm actually going to go invisible. Now, again, this is just a replay, but still, I think it shows a really good idea of how this tank can be used. I mean, just using your invisibility, I get it's not quite as OP as maybe Rewind is, but given your speed and everything, I have actually at times just completely flanked around the team. Not because I wasn't right next to them, just because I was invisible and they couldn't see me. So I did get a nice shot off onto the Stritzwagen, and then again I go over this hill because I don't want to just leave myself as a sitting duck. I do want to be as effective as I can. Now there is that Stritzwagen 74 who does bounce me on the tracks, as I said. Sometimes you do get funny bounces like that, and I believe I do get another HE on him like this. Yeah, I do get an HE there. 212. I mean, it's not the highest HE damage, but seriously, it's still more than just AP rounds. Unfortunately, he had moved, so I couldn't do much there. I can't remember. I think I do go for the, I go for the Sherman first, and I'm going to reload, and I'm pretty sure I kill him before my teammates do. Yeah, he's gone, and then there's the Stritzwagen, or both of them, actually. So I get one shot onto the 74, while the M42 is over there. And again, gun depression just working in my favor, and I'm pretty sure that I think it's the M4 Sherman's going to push on me again. There we go, another nice HE. And like I said, there's the M4 coming for another piece of me. And I do get one shot, and I think he kills me before I get this one. Oh no, I go invisible. Again, you can see just how strong that is. And I flank around him, and I kind of just sit here for a second, letting my team do a little bit of damage to him before actually coming out and wasting a shot like that. But anyway, Wolf Strike 1 and double shot. And yeah, already that combination is going to make me stronger, because for this game, unlike one of the live games, I actually do need double shot here because I am closer to the enemy for the most part, and I already have the Wolf Strike, and the other one didn't seem too appealing to me. So again, moving very quickly into the Stritzwagen's territory, and I break my track doing a funny bounce there. But anyway, moving forward, we do see that there's the Stritzwagen. I'm not sure why it's showing me shooting so early after I try to use my gun depression. I must have been aiming very inaccurately. But you can see at close range, the 2 shots are going to mostly hit for the most part. Anyway, there is the Stritzwagen over there, which I'm actually going to miss a few times on trying to get some sneaky HEs. Now, honestly, I could probably clear him if I was just to use my normal rounds. But I don't do that, but it's not going to matter because he's going to die at some point. Now, I do get flipped around by, I'm assuming that was the Mitsu. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm assuming that was the Mitsu that turned me around. Usually that's something given to heavy tanks, but we're going to quickly go in for the Wolverine. Now, I decide to ram him without going invisible because the reason is I could already get really close to him without anyone seeing me. I do hit him a little bit poorly, but because I still have my invisibility, I can actually move forward without getting hit, and then I'm going to go for a suicide ram onto the KV-1 that was AFK there, allowing me to then get Inferno. And then once that is done and those 7, 6, 5 seconds are done, we are then going to move a little bit more to, I want to say we went heavy side of the town heavy side of the map, because I noticed that there was the Wolverine and the Stritzwagen and the Churchill all in that area, and I didn't want to leave those teammates behind. So you can see pushing up, we are going to try to use our gun depression to see if we can just shoot something without actually exposing ourselves. Unfortunately, there isn't much, so I decide to move into position to help clear the Mitsu, the KV-1, and anything else that might be a threat. Now, the KV-1 got cleared for the final time, and now we've got the Wolverine and the Mitsu, both of which have Inferno like I do. Now, I just go for a quick shot there. I wasn't really trying to be that accurate. Probably could have stood to be a little bit more accurate, but really, it doesn't matter. Now we get 2 shots, or one shot. We shoot him twice, and then we've got the Mitsu to take care of, which is going to go very quickly because the Leopard clears him out some, and then I get him some. And you can see ramming is just, it's insane. I mean, it can be a little bit toxic when you do ram people. Now, this guy, this Churchill, he has all of the lives, which means I can't believe I did that. But anyway, he's got the 3 lives, which means we're going to be going against him. Now, we do have 4 lives total. I have 1 life. I believe the KV-1 on my team has 1 life, and the Leopard has 2. Now, the Leopard, I think, gets toasted right about here somewhere. I know one of my teammates gets toasted pretty soon. But anyway, what we're going to do here is notice that when I haven't initiated my invisibility yet, I did just there because I knew as soon as I was spotted that if I activated it, I would be able to spot him up before he spotted me. So there's the Churchill over there. Yeah, I think he gets the KV-1 first. So we go for a slightly inaccurate shot there. I don't want to just YOLO ram him too hard because I do know that if I do that too hard, I could die and then we could actually lose this. So I'm kind of just slowly tapping him so I'm keeping as many of my hit points as possible. And there we go, nice tap. Now you can see my invisibility is going to come back in a few seconds. Now the reason I'm saving this and part of the reason why I'm moving to this part of the map, I know that when the Churchill spawns, he's not going to see me right away. He just can't. Nobody has that fast of a reaction time. There we go. Leopard got toasted. It's 2-1. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go invisible so that he doesn't spot me. And I'm going to go around to his side. Now, I don't just shoot him right away. I do want him to kind of really focus on something else. I go for a bit of a stronger ram there, as you can see. And now we are just going to get those last two shots, showing a very, very effective game in the Cromwell B. Again, the two live games kind of showed how this tank does in just random battles for the mode. And then this just shows how it can be so awesome. I mean, 11 kills in over 7,500 damage. I mean, that is just insane, and it is so fun. And honestly, I think there was like, I don't know, I did not play very many battles to get that. But anyway, that is the Cromwell B, the king of uprising. And so with that, I hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, have fun, good luck, and happy tanking.